For most of my 20s and early 30s, I was living paycheck to paycheck even though I didn't look like it. Nice bags, nice outfits, nice vacations, eating out all the time. But in reality, I was broke in a pretty embarrassing way, not the dramatic kind of broke, just the I have a decent salary but somehow still barely have savings kind of broke. I always told myself the reason I wasn't saving was because I didn't earn enough, that once I made more money, everything would fix itself. The truth was, I did make more. I worked very hard, I got promoted, my annual salary went up every year, still didn't save. Eventually I had to admit the reason. Every time I had money, I wanted to buy luxuries. I was a bag addict, or go on trips. I kept trying to save whatever was left after spending, which was basically nothing. Then 2021 happened. After the pandemic, the stock market was going wild, everything was going up, and suddenly my colleagues were talking about stocks non-stop. Everyone seemed to be making money, and honestly, I wanted to as well, so I opened my very first investment account, but I was scared of losing money, so I tried to do research, which pretty much meant drowning myself in YouTube videos, books, online articles, and honestly, everything looked insanely complicated. Charts, candlesticks, indicators, everyone online sounded smart. I felt dumb, none of it made sense to me. At some point, I genuinely wondered if investing was only for naturally smart people or math people, but later, I came across a simple method people were using, basically just slowly building share count in good companies over time. No timing, no trading. It was the first thing that didn't make me stressed, and it actually looked doable for someone like me. That was my turning point. I stopped trying to understand complicated stuff. I just focused on adding consistently and leaving it alone. Nothing dramatic happened at first, no big profit, it was slow, and then in 2022, the market crashed because of the war. I still kept adding regularly, and then, like it always does, the market recovered. Eventually I got to see everything I'd put in turn into a real amount of profit, a $350K portfolio. Now investing every month is just part of my routine. I'm nowhere near the paycheck to paycheck person I used to be. If there's one behavior change that actually brought me here, it's this. I went from save whatever is left to save before I spend. Every month when my paycheck hits, the first thing I do is move a portion into my investment account. A bigger amount during bonus months, a smaller amount when I have other expenses, but I always put something in. That tiny habit ended up changing everything. I kept adding month after month, never withdrew. I basically forced myself to invest at least 1/3 of my annual salary. I just kept going. And after 4 years, I now have a $350K portfolio, something I honestly couldn't imagine back then. I started at 36, and learning to invest is the best thing I've ever invested in.